Hey, peace, it's Tamara. I hope everybody is having a blissful Monday thus far. And I wanted to share my meditation with you before I head out. I think a lot of things that we experience, actually the majority of the things that we experience is always a reflection of what's within. And, my meditation this morning was on the abundance of the universe. And in this abundance is truly given to us in the abundance in what we think of ourselves. And everything without is always a reflection of what's going on within, from chaotic situations to money issues to relationship, problems with families or whatever it is. There's always an inner world going on that is reflected without. And, I've been getting on this. First of all, energy is sacred. That's like the biggest thing for me. Energy is very sacred. And we must be careful to not allow other energies, as we call people, other energies to come in and, take you away from certain things. So it's important that you're constantly watching conversations that you get into with people, things that you watch on TV. What is the first thing that you listen to when you wake up in the morning? What is the first thing that you think about when you go to bed at night? This is true work. And I just posted a video about knowing thyself. A lot of people throw I know yourself and this and that, but what exactly does that mean? Does that mean to know yourself in a physical color form? Does that mean to know yourself in as far as I'm familiar with my actions and how I move? Or is knowing yourself, knowing the power that you have within your subconscious mind and changing and transforming your life through your thought process? What does know thyself mean? And so for me, obviously the last option, the only option, at least for me personally, is knowing your thoughts and tapping into your subconscious mind and transforming your life. And, believing in a different way of thinking than what we've just been thrown at us and accepted to be as our truth. You know what I'm saying? I mean, everybody's entitled to their own truth. We're all walking here in different paths and different journeys trying to get to that same destination, no matter how it may look. But at the same time, for me, I've realized that, especially in the morning, they say your mind is working like 10 times or 12 times greater in the morning time. It's like untampered. You know what I'm saying? So in those moments in the morning, you don't want to involve yourself in conversations with, people or energies that are taking you away from what you're trying to create. You want to be careful with the things that you watch on TV. The majority of it is negative. It's low vibrating energy. Things on the radio are low vibrating, energies. So it's important to, affirm in the morning when you first wake up. It's important to, if you can, just get those minutes in to where you can start not so much resisting the old patterns, because you need to accept and be open towards, things as well. But it's about transforming and changing your thought process and how you see things and your perspective and perception on life. And, it's been an amazing journey, because once you realize that you're a co-creator or a co-creatress, you're careful. You're careful because of the sacredness that you hold within yourself. And you know that all it takes, like let's take for an example, you're in a group, okay, and you're working on yourself. Exactly, like for me, I'm working on myself. So when I'm in a conversation with someone and these people, or with a group of people, and they start talking about how much money they don't have, or, and I cancel this. I cancel it immediately after I use it as an example. But they speak about not having, or lack of, or gossip about somebody else, or whatever it is. You got to learn how to step outside of that, or change the subject if possible. If you can't change the subject because you're with a group of people and they're all indulging in it, just get up and excuse yourself. You don't have to express to everybody the life that you're choosing to live, because when you hold on to that energy space within you, it becomes untouched and untampered. And so it has no choice but to quickly formulate itself into your reality to where you can hold this shit tangible. But if you completely give out what you're doing to other people, you're going to have a lot of people in your life who are going to try to steer you from what you want to accomplish, tell you that you can't do shit, or they're going to be jealous of you and, turn people against you, whatever. You're giving them a place to hold that energy for you, and you can't allow that. You can't allow it. There has to come a time when you be like, you know what? Enough of your bullshit. It's a wrap. I can't have you around me, because that's how sacred your energy is to you. And that's where I've come. You know what I'm saying? So, and if you do get in conversations about wealth, abundance, prosperity, health, you want to make sure that the people that you're speaking these things to are in the same exact energy field as you. They're here to guide you and tell you, yes, you're right. Affirm it every single day. And then that's where I come in. And, it's important because I've had to learn this the hard way myself, thinking that, I needed to remain in a relationship or a friendship because I didn't want to hurt the individual or whatever. No, if somebody has to go, somebody has to go. This is your experience. This is your life. You know what I'm saying? You came here to experience this life. Did you come here to lack on certain things in your life because you are sitting around trying to please everybody? No, that's not what we came here for. We came to experience this life in abundance. And in order for you to truly manifest the full abundance in your reality, in this life, you have to be careful of the energies that you entertain. It's the truth. And what you're giving sexually, whatever the case is, you've got to be aware. So that's my message for this day. I hope you guys have an awesome and beautiful and prosperous and glorious self-creating day. And just always remember, the first thing in the morning while your brain is fresh, is to always give yourself something affirmative that's going to be positive, or visions or journals, or things that you can write down that, you see yourself doing. And not only that, one last tip, and I was going to make this in a separate video, but it's on my mind, so I want to get it out. Debonair lifestyles and travel is all about being sophisticated with a billionaire mindset. Today, this just little drips create huge ripples. It has a ripple effect. Today, if you have the moment, whatever house you desire, whatever car you desire, whatever business you want to own, go towards it. Go do it. Go experience it. If there's a house that you want, you ask a realtor to see if you can see a certain house. Go in, visualize yourself in it, smell it, be a part of it. The five senses is a great creative powerhouse that we have as well. If it's a car that you want to buy, go to the dealership. Ask if you can test drive it. You know what I'm saying? And just remember what it smells like, how you felt when you were in it. All of these things create ripple effects in our life. And in order to be able to manifest these things, it's not just about affirming, but it's about feeling as well, and what your intent is. Because consciously, you could be telling yourself that you can't afford it. I mean, consciously, you're telling yourself that you can afford it, but subconsciously, back in where all of the manifestations happen, there's a different mind frame, because we've been programmed to believe that we have to work hard for things, or we have to have a 9-to-5, or money doesn't grow on trees, or abundance is something that you have to have blood, sweat, and tears for. That's not true. That's not true. It's your thought process. It's your energy field. It's how you see yourself. It's what you feel within, what your worth is. So if you want it, you got to go get it. Go get it. Go experience it. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell yourself you can't. You have to make sure that everything that you are desiring is aligned. So that was my last tip. So I'm going to be doing that today. I want to check out some houses, and that's part of my manifestation process this week. So I love you guys. I thank you guys for your support, and for those that have been with me for a while, you know the transition process that I've been through, and I feel it's important in this life that, you know, we not only show or to tell people what they need to do, but show it within our lives too. I'm nothing if I'm not showing it to you. You know what I'm saying? My words are just words. My words are something now, don't get me wrong. My words actually create a lot, but as far as an example of giving you guys, I have to be living it as well. And so I appreciate you being there with my journey. I love you, and you guys have a prosperous day. Peace out.